Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Movement on this beautiful Wednesday. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. Today's class is going to be pretty easy. We're going to do some breath work, a little bit of meditation, and a little bit of work on the floor. Yeah, let's get right into it. All right, let's go ahead and start on our backs, lying down. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. We want the feet about hip distance apart, and then we're just going to drop the knees together if that's comfortable. Hands are going to start on belly. Take a moment to get comfortable and start to bring your attention to your breath and where it's sitting in your body. Good. We're going to start by breathing in and out through the nose. Nice deep breaths. If you want, you can think of that cyclical breathing pattern that we do where we take about 6 seconds in and then 6 seconds out. And the focus is to send that breath into the lower abdomen and into the belly. See if you can even send that breath all the way down and into your hip sockets and into your lower back. When you exhale, allow that belly button to drop in and down towards the spine. Good. We're going to move our hands up now onto our chest and rib cage. As we inhale, we're going to keep a slight engagement in the abdomen to see if we can allow the breath to really expand in between all the ribs and even into our back. See if we can feel our shoulder blades sliding away from each other as we inhale. Good. We're going to take our right hand, place it onto our left shoulder. Left hand is going to go onto right shoulder. And now we're going to see if we can send the breath all the way up from our abdomen, through our rib cage, up into the collarbone and into the muscles in the neck. So these muscles in this area only gets involved when we're at the very top of our inspiration, when we're filling up that very top part of the lungs. So we have to take very full, deep breaths here. Good. Release the arms. Take a moment to move your legs around a little bit if you need. Keep taking nice, full, deep breaths, filling up all of that area, filling up the area around the spine. Good. Let's extend our left leg out onto the mat. And if it's comfortable, hold your right knee in towards your chest. And then think of pressing your knee into your hands. Good. Switch. Press the knee into your hands. Think of lengthening the spine. Good. Switch one more time. Good. And switch one last time. Good. And release. All right, we're going to make little movements with the pelvis here. We want these to be very small. And if it's uncomfortable, stop. What we're going to do is think of tucking the pelvis under. So squeezing the glutes slightly, and then extending the back a little bit, pulling the pelvis up and in the back. So think of like the motion of the hips in a cat-cow, right, where they're tilting. Just a little bit of that movement, okay? You can even put your hands on your hips and help facilitate that. one. Good. Let's bring the knees in again, feet kind of wide. Drop the knees in towards each other. Arms are going to go into a field goal position. So 90-degree elbow, 90-degree angles in the elbow, 90 degrees from the upper arm to the chest and torso. You're going to externally rotate, so you're going to bring your hands to the floor. Let me tilt the camera down a little bit here. So 90-degree angles, externally rotate, hands to the floor. We want to keep our core tight, so we don't want our back to pop off the floor in order to get this flexibility. Pull those ribs down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try to extend our arms, keeping the back of our upper arm on the floor the whole time and the back of our hands on the floor the whole time. So we're reaching as much as we can, keeping that arm flat. Once you can't go any further, just straighten the elbows and then come back down. Let's match this up to our breath. So we're going to take a nice big inhale. Exhale, pull the ribs down, drive the belly button towards the spine. Extend the arms. Good. And inhale. Exhale. This is a good warm-up mobility exercise for any overhead motion. Good. One or two more. And relax. Nice. All right, moving back down into the hips. Let's take our left ankle, cross it over our right thigh. It's fine to just keep it there if you want, or maybe reach down and bring that leg in a little bit more. Make sure you're keeping your hip on the floor. Alternatively, you can just pull that other knee in to help stretch. Again, only do this if it's comfortable. If there's any pain or pinching, you can stop. Good. Release. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Good. And release. Nice. We're going to roll over onto one side. Bottom leg straight. Other leg can cross if that's comfortable, or you can keep it on top. Bottom arm, we want a 90-degree angle here in the elbow, and then about 90 degrees between ribs and upper arm. We're going to start bringing that fist towards the floor, internally rotating. Squeeze it. See how close you can get it to the floor. Top hand's going to go and cover the wrist. Now I'm going to, with my bottom hand, try to drive my hand back to my starting position. But I'm going to stop it with my top hand. Good. And release. Let me try to go a little further. Top hand covers. Press the bottom hand into the top hand. Good. Release. Press. And release. One more. Press. And release. Nice. In your own time, let's go ahead and make our way over to the other side. And do the same thing. Check to make sure you've got 90-degree angles. Chest isn't too far back or too far forward. Just right. The Goldilocks position. Start rotating in, bringing that fist towards the floor. Good. Top hand's going to cover. Press. Release. So you get a little closer to the floor. Cover. Press. Good. Release. Cover. Drive the bottom hand into the top hand. Release. Cover. And release. Very nice. Tilt this up real quick. All right, find a nice comfortable seated position. Feel free to sit in a chair. Just make sure you're sitting at the front and sitting up nice and tall, or sit on some blocks. We're going to get into the neck a little bit before we finish for the day. Good. Drop the chin towards the chest. We're going to circle to the left. Then look up over the right shoulder. And then over the left. Good. Reverse directions at any point. Good, and release. Let's bring fingers, interlace them behind the head. Open the elbows, one body on either side. And then we're going to bring our elbows closer to each other in the front. Try to touch them. Good. Open, reach wide. We want to feel those shoulder blades sliding away from each other. And then bring them closer to each other in the front. If you want, you can get a little bit of tip with the head towards the floor. Good, and then come back up. Open. Reach to either side with the elbows. And then bring the elbows closer together, reaching forward. Good. Open. Reach, reach, reach. And then bring them forward. Nice. Release. If it's comfortable, just do a little tiny twist to one direction. A little twist to the other side. No need to force anything or really put any torque into it. Just gentle. Let's do one more for the shoulders, because why not? I've been doing a lot of rotation with them, so this is another one for rotation, kind of putting all things that we worked on today together. So arms straight out, 90-degree angle, even though I'm wearing a baggy shirt, from chest to arm. You're going to rotate so the fists go back. Make sure that your ribs don't flare out. What I don't want to see is this. Right? Rotate. Reaching as far back as you can with the fist. Elbows coming kind of forward as you do that at the same time. And then we internally rotate, keeping the elbows high, 90-degree angles from upper arm to torso, bringing the fist towards the floor. Good. Reverse. This is a good one for anyone who plays baseball. Right, this position, that loading position before you throw, getting that external rotation and the torque through the arm. Good. Internally rotate. External. And internal. And then you do the scarecrow. Good. And relax. That's going to be the class for today. Hopefully that was gentle enough. Yeah, nice and easy. A little bit of hip work, some breath work, and a good amount of shoulder rotation work. Be here Saturday. Hopefully everything's feeling better by then, Dad. Yeah, let me know if there are any questions or how that felt. Cool. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.